Alrighty. Hello. Loading to part 2, I guess. The part that was never meant to be. Today, honestly, we're mostly just following this set of instructions. Because that's basically all this is it's the story of this graphics card. This model of this graphics card was shipped without. So you've got. I'll show it later. Basically, you've got some components under here. All of them generate heat, but apparently some of the components in there were shipped without thermal pads, and as a result, generated additional heat. Now, probably not enough to make that big of a difference. It might make but it might improve what I'm doing here. One, it's recommended that you do it if you feel like you know what you're doing. Two, it might improve thermals. Three, it might also improve performance, because the 10 series and up, I think the Pascal series, ever since the 10 series of, maybe it was the 9 series of GTX cards, they've all been super, what do you call it? Temperature. I can do this. I can think of this word. The temperature has made a huge difference. It was something like every 5 degrees of temperature difference made like a measurable difference in the performance you got out of the card. So if I can get more out of this, and I can already get a lot out of this puppy overclocks beautifully. But if I can get more out of it, then yeah, especially with everything I've already done. But basically, all I'm doing today is pretty much following these instructions, except this thermal grease. We have a couple little bags of pads and everything here. But I've got my own thermal paste, so I'm just going to use that. So, yeah, let's see. Chat's going to be like yesterday. I have to. You guys are all the way over there. Normally, for me, if the graphics card is the game I'm playing, chat's like here. So I'm usually fairly easy for reading chat. Today, however, it's on another bench, so I will likely miss a fair bit like I did yesterday. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll see how it goes. Might clean this out a little. It should be fairly clean from what I did yesterday, but we'll see. Every update, just let you know about the PC. Everything runs perfectly. Absolutely no problems at all. Okay, so Molly, hey, how you doing? Cappy, Averius, Ali, good to see yous all. How yous all doing? Melted solder is still a conductor, so I don't see any problems with heat. If it melts into other parts, it might be a problem. Now, apparently it's the VRM components, the memory parts that contribute to the overall heat in this. And while solder's fine to be heated, they want to stay a little cooler. They're actually still within operating temperatures. But you know what? I'm not doing this because it's a good idea. Okay, it's a little bit of a good idea. I'm doing it because it's kind of fun for me. So this is where I get started. Right. I basically just gotta remove. I want to figure out which is my graphics card first. They have a bunch of diagrams here telling me what to do. So I need to remove 2, 3. Okay, and this one. Grand. Basically, start going. Ham. I've got my screw plate here. So this should not be too hard. Unfortunately, I don't have a magnetic. I do have a magnetic screwdriver. That's your job today. That screwdriver is actually too big to do what I need to do. You know what? Let's get them all screwed out. And yeah, Diablo 1 is definitely not the cutting edge of graphics. What got you into Diablo 1 of all things, Ali? We just decided to go play it, or? For the computer, I did encounter one issue that I did not expect. I got it up and running. That is, I forgot I need Windows. I'm trying to figure out, because I have a copy of Windows, right? Used on the old computer. I should still be able to use the product key, I think. And honestly, if I can do that, I'd be very happy to just use that same copy of Windows, because let's face it, Microsoft don't need my money. And with Windows 10, they're putting like freaking ads and shit and everything on the OS. So if they want to make money out of those, I'm pretty okay with, you know, getting an extra use out of my license for Windows 10. And I guess I just have to buy it. I don't particularly want to pirate Windows. I would not do that myself. Dude's got one job and he's performing amicably. You know what we could actually use? Hang on. No, okay, no. I could use my bottle opener. It's got a magnet on it. But this will do fine. Sound, picture, all that okay? Please do keep me updated. You can't play 3 without 1 and 2. I would happily skip Witcher 1 and 2. I booted them up for about 5 minutes. I did, to be honest, I barely even enjoyed playing 3. So that was step 1. Removing the backplate. Use the Phillips #1 screwdriver to remove the green circle screws around the periphery of the graphics card to remove the backplate. If you have GTX engine design, please skip to step 2. Ow. I'm not on step 2. Remove rating screws on the PCB circled in green. Okay. So this. Oh yeah, there you go. This just comes straight off. That is your backplate, and I guess this is pretty much just aesthetic as far as I know. Though we will be putting something onto it later. So this is just going to jump over to the side, and I just realized I've filled my side where I was going to put things with other things, so that was a bad move on my part. Got like 8 screwdrivers here. Alright, let's set her down over there. And cool. Nothing else to play would be taxing on my potato. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe over in Minecraft, that's ceiling of playability. Like the total edge of what I can run is Witcher 2 below 15 FPS at times. Far Cry 4, a lot of mods. Solution, all the things that even. Oh my lord. That is horrifying. I hope you just suddenly run into a freaking PC copy. Because that is terrifying. I know a friend of mine used to play. She did a lot of so it's not a. Hang on, which one was mine again? GTX. Good old-fashioned GTX 1070. Okay. There's. Oh, I see. There's like a million screw holes here, but only this one are filled. I think these big ones I don't touch just yet. I don't think I want to do anything with them. What is it? It's kind of like a layer of grease around this thing. Kind of weird. I believe all the screws that are in this are identical, and I don't actually need to worry about it too much about mixing them up, but I am going to keep them separate all the same. So let's get on step 2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to take out here. I'm trying to keep my grubby hands. You can touch this. I believe you can touch all this all you want, and it's actually fine. As long as you don't, I don't know, chicken on your hands. You're okay. The whole chicken. Stuff it on your hand. Oh, I finished watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine last night. I finished watching the newest season. Hot damn, that show has just remained excellent and consistently made me laugh. I freaking love the show. So naturally, next season they're gonna fuck it up. Somehow, some way, they'll do it. They always do. I mean, this is season 6, so season 7. Like, how many shows have maintained as a consistent quality after that many seasons. I think Scrubs was I think it was about season 6 where it started to go downhill. I can't quite remember though. I love the Europa really got too complicated. Doesn't Europa doesn't all Paradox games get too complicated? Isn't that their shtick? Actually, Three Twins I believe is going to a convention for Paradox. It's an interesting one. What do we have to pull out of the card? Out of that card, we gotta pull most screws for now. 4. Okay. Remove the remaining screws circled in green. Then remove the 4 remaining spring screws on the back of the card to separate the heatsink from the card. Spring screws. Please don't remove this one. So, don't remove this? I'm confused. I think now they want me to take out these. Yeah, because it says remove the 4 remaining screws. There are only 4 screws left on this bottom plate. These are, and they're the only ones with springs attached to them, for Christ's sake. So, this will apparently, this will separate the big old cooler from the front. This will basically make it unhinged from everything else. I believe Dave was doing a mod with his card like this a little earlier. Except he went super extreme. He put like he replaced the stock fans that are on it with like 2 big ass Noctua fans. And apparently it turned out worse than the stock fans. Because with the Noctua fans are so much bigger, they actually, like, let's say the fan's this big, or the diameter of the fan is this big. There's like a chunk in the center, like that big, that there wouldn't be any airflow because the fans are pivoting around that point, but not actually blowing to that point. And apparently that caused him a whole lot of trouble. Okay. Bring this in so you can read along with me if you so like. If it even is in any way readable. Just disconnect the LED and fan connectors first. Small flathead screwdriver can also be removed by finger. Connect on the side. So I'm on this one here. I feel like. Oh, I see. It's these 2. So I gotta remove. So this one's just by that. Right. Next, I think I gotta just turn this whole puppy over. I'm a little worried about the look on the sides, but there's not a lot I can do. Let's see. Alright. Right there. Not sure how visible it is, but there's a little. That's the fan connector there, so I need to pull that out. They say use a flathead screwdriver. I've got a pair of really handy tweezers that, honestly, I think will probably do the job as good, or if not better. Okay. Better. I've actually just made things more complicated for myself. Ah, this works. Gently rock it back and forth. Find where you need to find oh, heck. Is this for the LEDs or is this for the fan? I'm not actually sure. it's coming. It is coming out. Just not as easily as I'd hoped it would. Pull her out just a little further. I should leverage it against something. Not sure. Maybe I should just use Phillips head screwdriver. Oh boy. Is it... Hang on, I need to push. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. This almost definitely isn't going to show up in camera. But if you see where I was pulling at, there's two different shades of black. I need to put Phillips head in there, push up from the bottom. Hey, there we go. Disconnected. Very nicely. Oh, hang on. You didn't miss a step on me. Did you just... This does not feel like it wants to come off. But I know there is actually one more bit to take off. Oh, here. There's a connector in there as well, so let's do just the exact same thing. Tweezers for this one. Oh, hang on. They show it working. I'm missing screw. They specifically say do not remove the bottom right screw circled in gold, right? Oh! Aha ha ha. I needed to pull out. I needed to pull it out. And there's your graphics card right there. That's the whole thing. Simple as. There we go. I might have done that off screen, so sorry, but it's about getting it done more than anything else right now. So that's our thermal paste. That's fairly solid at this stage. You know what? This is actually pretty damn clean, all things considered. Like a couple bits of dust here and there. So we gotta do... Well, first I gotta turn to the next page. I gotta turn to the next page to see what I should even do. Ah, there we go. So yeah, as I understand it, I think this is the VRM. So you can see it's actually missing. So I think this is 1, 2, 3, 5. 5. Hang on. Am I missing? Oh, okay. So in a 1080 model, these two are filled, I think, and I think in my 1070 here, this is empty. And this whole thing could do a little bit of a wee bit of a clean. Let's grab our can of compressed air. Mostly using the can of compressed air because I don't want to touch too much with my hands. I think. Do I want to? Oh, hang on. Off the 8 VR. Okay, they actually do want me to straight up remove. You just come off, or what? Oh, you do. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ha ha ha. All right. Now, let's see if I can figure out what's what. These are all important. I can tell you that much. These are all important. This is the guts of the graphics card. This is the main thing. This is what all this is really meant to cool. Hence why it has direct contact with it. These are maybe memory or something like that. I'm really not certain. Clean the GPU and VRAM. Using lint-free cloth and high percentage isopropyl. Gently clean the GPU and VRAM memory chips. Okay, yeah. These are VRAM. These are your VRAM. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm guessing this is 8 1 gig. Because this is an 8 gig card. So I'm guessing this is 8 1 gig modules. There's actually space for another one here, funnily enough. Where would they even put more? I mean, what would you go up from 8 to 2? You go from 8 to 12, right? And I think I missed. Oh, I missed a load of chat. Oh my god, sorry. Blurber, how's it going? Oh, thanks. You were actually guiding me. Sorry, I didn't. It's hard for me to look at chat with my current setup. Probably wired to power fans. Yeah. That's exactly where we got it. Thanks for the help all the same. I know I didn't read it, but thank you very much. So I wonder how soon we'll have swappable GPUs, just like we have CPUs. Oh, so you mean like, boop, and then put in? I don't think that'll ever happen because I do think. I know I was saying this is basically the GPU. I do think the rest of this is still important to the overall function. I think. Don't quote me on it though. My friend has the exact same mini series. No, this one. This came in, I think, this case. I'm actually not sure because I just stole this off Caroline's dad. I couldn't tell you where it originally came from. We always use. So if you actually, I've actually seen all the content on this, but basically, the reason the manufacturers use a lot of thermal paste on the GPUs, I believe, is because you basically want to make sure you cover every little bit of this. Because unlike a CPU, where in a CPU of the big metal thing, you only got a little bit of it, this all needs to be covered and all needs to be contacted, because any bit of this can get quite hot, as I understand it. And also, the amount of thermal paste you use here makes like zero difference, unless it's something like, I think they call it conductonaut or something, thermal grizzlies, unless it's liquid metal and actually would carry a current from here to these little metal bits here, I think it just straight doesn't matter. And I will probably, in fact, I will definitely be putting on too much thermal paste myself, because I don't want to risk. It's better to put too much on and have it a little too covered than too little and have it not covered enough. That will cause more problems, as I understand it now. Disclaimer, this is my first time practically doing any of this. I just watch a hell of a lot of YouTube videos on it all. I'm gonna throw a bit of compressed air across that as well. It's pretty clean, so maybe. I know the HDMI ports and stuff are actually really unclean. Now what do I need next? I need a lint-free cloth. That's the new one I just got. I don't actually want to use this just yet. I should have another one around here. You are man, this is quite wet. What was this used for? You know what? We're gonna use this one. Because fuck it, they can be washed. Paste has to drip and be scattered around by the blowing fan. No, Cappy. We said that was a joke. It was a joke. I always use the greater round amount. Oh man, don't watch my video from yesterday. So like, I was straight just following the instructions on this, and they have like a little applicator, and it basically gets you to like paint the CPU. So that's what I did yesterday. I think it looked terrible to me, but thermally speaking, look, booting up the computer yesterday, it seems fine. I haven't put any other major stresses yet because I want to get this done before I go dicking around with the overclocking and benchmarking and all that jazz for fun that I'll do for like one day, then forget I ever done it. It's usually what I do. Also, hey Glover, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Just submerge it. Looks like memory, like RAM packets. Just make a 9 gig one. They probably could. The scary thing with painting is that you could leave some air bubbles in there. So I don't think it's too worrisome with air bubbles, because I think the pressure will push down enough on it that it should be okay. Anyway, I'm gonna stop stalling again, and I'm gonna grab me some sweet alcohol and start cleaning the motherfucker. So what do they want me to clean? Lint-free clot. Clean the high percentage alcohol away from GPU and VRAM. Base plate area where the thermal pads were removed. Oh, right. I do still need to, I need to remove these. Oh, there was another... Okay, don't remove these is what I'm understanding right now. This, just the VRAM and everything else. There is somehow, some way, dust on all of this, on the freaking base plate, so I'm just cleaning that off to the side here. It's not really worth showing on camera, I don't think. Look at this fine layer of dust on everything. That's what happens when you gotta years without anything. It's not like you need to clean it every few years or anything, but that's just what happens. Alright. Pace is mainly filled. Yes, you are 100% right there. That's my understanding of it as well, is that all thermal paste actually does is this tiny bit of metal and this large bit of metal are not perfectly 100% like amazing flat and perfectly connect to each other, and as a result not all parts of them will transfer the heat from one piece of metal to the other, so the thermal paste is essentially used to fill in the gaps that would exist between them and basically do all the work. So I've never done this before. Let's remove these sticky boys. Oh yeah. I need somewhere to put this. Oh lord, I didn't think this through. Okay, I got a big piece of cardboard over here. These I just take straight off. At least I'm pretty sure I just take these straight off. Peel off the 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, okay. Come on. Ah, I broke it. It doesn't matter, by the way. These are going in the bin. Oh, it could be cleaner. They do. They come off. Yeah, if I pull them like that, they come off a lot neater. Your hero for this being in this chill. Oh yeah. I actually, when I was putting together this specifically chill playlist for today and yesterday, I literally just looked up chill video game music, and then took what was in other lists, that I recognized and liked, and some stuff from Final Fantasy that I didn't necessarily recognize, but I knew it'd be good because it's Nobuo Uematsu, like it's gonna be freaking good. I just took that stuff, threw it on the playlist, and bam, freaking easy. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol, free cloth. And all of this is brought to you by Cooler Math. It's not brought to you by anyone. Just wait till Majula. Oh god. No, I made Majula play first. So if oh, hey, you know what? I probably shouldn't clean with the alcohol over the page I need to read. Off chance the alcohol. Oh man. That is. Oh, do I need to worry about that? Is that. There's like. See those like little markings there? Look like. They look like almost indentations that are there on purpose. Oh lord! Oh no! Okay, I may have just spilled isopropyl alcohol over myself. Let's give it one more run through. Start in the next part. Discovered this song. Apparently there's an entire album of Zelda chill stuff made by Mikel, M-I-K-E-L. Yeah, I guess these are just markings. See the little black lines there? They're just markings. Huh, okay. Alright. That's that done. Next is... oh, okay. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna take our shitty cloth from yesterday, and I'm gonna use that to get the real gunk off in one fell swoop. Do the same on the GPU die itself. I am keeping my eye on chat when I do this, in case anyone wants to jump in and go, "Oh God, you're doing everything wrong. You've destroyed it." Oh no, I have to buy a new GPU. How terrible! Oh, what's that? They just released a set of super. Oh man, AMD's got the 570s. Oh man, really terrible day. A terrible day. I legitimately don't want to buy a new graphics card. It would cost me way too much. I know I just upgraded literally everything else, but it's baby steps. We'll wait for another generation of 2 graphics card. Get something that's a big step over the 1070. Then I'm gonna upgrade. That's my plan. Oh yeah, apparently this is something people might be vaguely not that interested in, but I'm gonna show it off anyway. Oh man, does that show off? And oh yeah, look how shiny this is. Look how shiny that die is. I think if I point it like this, basically see my face. Maybe not. Maybe it might not show on camera. This says NVIDIA, a Taiwan 16308A1 PAOR B07 M1P. So I think that maybe means Pascal something something. And apparently this is the important number. GP104 200A1. Apparently that is important. That is like basically what card it is, what GPU it is. Feel free to correct me if anyone knows better. Can always be wrong. Oh yeah, I wanted to spray this with a little bit of compressed air, just get some of the dust, just little bits of dust here and there. Won't make any difference, but you know, it's nice. Nice thing to do. Have it nice and neat. The new machine. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah, there was like one straight pocket of dust at one particular point, and it just blew all up in my face and was quite unpleasant. Okay. Again. Gonna overdo it on wiping this down. Because I get it all in one direction, so if there is any dirt or anything left over at all, it gets pushed off to this side, pushed out over the side. Now that is probably me just being heckin' pedantic, but okay. Are we good? I don't know, it still looks like there's some bits on here that are... I don't know if I'm just crazy, but it looks like there's markings or something. They won't come off, they won't come off. No. And yet here I am. I'm still going. I'm still going. I won't... There's just tiny markings. You can't see them. They won't show up on camera. But they're just like some tiny little markings here and here, here, and it looks like dirt on it. But no matter how much I rub or how hard I rub, nothing comes off. Title of your sex tape. Just to say there. Okay, dust looks good throughout. Yeah, that's a clean boy. Okay. There was definitely something that time. More alcohol. We're gonna start on PU now. I'd actually use a new side of the cloth for this. Whoa! Sorry. Just opened up the cloth and just got a big old whiff. Big old whiff of alcohol there, of isopropyl. Oh, not pleasant. Not good for my, well, anything really, to be honest. I'm gonna try. Gonna try and get like caked in thermal paste in here along the sides. See if I can, yeah, like that is coming off there. Does this smell like chloroform? I don't know, you tell me. I don't want to rub it with the dirty part. God damn it. You know what? Get what you can off now. Get what you can off. I'm going to just fair warning since it was brought up. I am going to be saturating this in a thermal paste. The other end of this, or what I think is saturating anyway. Right, that's probably about as good as I'm gonna get it. Oh hey, no, there's a big chunk. Never mind. I've seen when people are using these things you can get that are called liquid metals. I've seen when people use those. So they're liquid metals are like super conductive and will improve, you know, your thermals because they just let heat through way better than regular thermal paste does, or you know, way better relatively, like by a few degrees. But it does also carry a current, and in the case of, can you see? There's these tiny little metal bits just on the outside of it. When it comes to them, if they were to make a connection between the GPU die and that metal plate is the GPU die, by the way, if I'm referring to it correctly. If it makes a connection, it would short and screw up the whole thing. I think everything would die then. So what people do is they get nail varnish. They get nail varnish and ever so gently paint the outside of the GPU to cover these little metal nodes, and that insulates them from getting, you know, from if the liquid metal spills over, it stops them from carrying the current between it and the die, hence protecting the whole setup, and has zero negative effect on it, as I understand it. In theory, you could just put on, you know, the exact perfect amount of. Okay, I don't think. There's like some tiny bits of thermal paste in there. I can't get them out, okay? I can't get them out. We will survive. We will survive. If you can put nail varnish on it, a little bit of thermal paste is fine. I'm never going to be looking at this, so it's fine. Don't they use them? They use them for CPUs and GPUs. I've seen people put them on both. I think with CPUs what they do is, if this was the processor on a CPU, it'll have a metal cover over that, and then you'll have your cooler that goes on top of that, called the IHS Integrated Heat Spreader, and it protects this part. And then there is actually, like, what they'll do is they'll take that metal piece off, put the liquid metal on, put that metal part back on, another layer of liquid metal, then your cooler. Whereas in this case it just has to be, because this doesn't have an integrated heat spreader, it's got, well, just freaking itself. Oh heck, I was about to move on to the next step, but we're not actually done. We need to clean the actual VRM themselves. Lads all around here. Let me get a little closer up. Drunk after this. Or I'll die of poisoning. That's actually equally possible. Die of alcohol poisoning. Can isopropyl alcohol kill you? I'm assuming the answer is yes. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in a scary bottle with a big... Actually, it's only got a flammable marker on it. It doesn't have a toxic marker on it. Maybe it wouldn't. I'm not testing it. And I don't recommend anyone else does either. These VRMs seem to be a little stickier. What it was on them before seems a little bit stickier. Surprisingly, than thermal paste. Okay, there we go. Should be good. Right, on to our next step. Oh yeah, so here's what they want me to do now. I'll show you guys the picture. This is... Hey Tappy, how you doing, dude? If you drink it, you can go blind. Oh, so it's like moonshine or something like that, or poutine, as I would actually know it. Oh my god, look how dirty my hands got. This is what they want me to use. This is the thermal paste they sent to me. And you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. If thermal paste application bothers you, here's the recommended picture. It's just a nice, chunky, meaty blob on top. It was beautiful. I will say the packet is actually, like, this tiny little packet is actually neatly designed, because you can see, you chop it here and you actually have a little spout. You actually have a little spout at which the stuff can come out. Here, let me use the makeup guru's way of doing this. It's kind of cute. Has VC come together? It's together, Tappy. We basically finished it yesterday. The only thing I did offline was I cable managed it. That was it. But we had it up and running and giving us a picture. So I installed Windows, installed all my programs, realized I need to maybe buy Windows or find my old product key. But now we're doing the GPU. This was meant to be done yesterday. This was going to be done yesterday, but everything took so long yesterday that it's today's stream basically. So I'm actually going to be using my Cryonaut because I figure the paste they send me, the EVGA send me in a bag, while probably still good paste, probably isn't better than just like a dedicated tub. Here's our paste from yesterday. We still have our applicator on. Oh, is she gonna? There we go. Okay. So I could just paint it like I did yesterday. I might just do that. Though I don't know that's actually recommended in the case of a GPU. So it would be 1, 2, 3 or so. I'm guessing as long as it's fully covered, I don't think it really matters what I do here. So avert your eyes if you're squeamish, I guess. Oh no, that is not enough. What happened to the music? Heck. Oh boy. Video pause continue. Oh, screw you, YouTube. You and your bandwidth saving measures. This is how you get air bubbles. Yeah, I might just throw a pea-sized amount on this. A way too much pea-sized amount. I think I'm gonna... The applicator way, their way that they showed me is not the way to go for my hands. Oh, where's my bag? Oh, it's here. Hey Juho, how you doing? Cappy, are they just metal based turns? Oh yeah, they're straight up actual metal. It's like it's like a compound of mercury and other bits. Let's get my cloth back, and we're gonna wipe off the mistake we have made. Back. Alright, that looks good. Okay, so in this case, oh lord. Oh. Well, that was not graceful either. But I think honestly that will do. There's a little bit of string came off of it, but I think the P amount here will spread all that out, and it should be fine. This is also probably too much, but it's like it won't make a difference. Straight up, it won't make any difference, or at least it won't make a difference in the range where I will notice a difference myself when playing video games. What I missed? Yeah, we broke everything. Just the whole thing's dead. This is a 2080 Ti I just bought. This is Teppy. This is this is the GPU. This is, you seen this yesterday. This is our GPU taken apart. But we've cleaned off. We're basically cleaning off some stuff, reapplying some thermal pads, and redoing some other bits and pieces. So that's that step. Install included VRAM thermal pads directly to the memory chip, making sure to remove the plastic on both sides. Next, place the base plate back on the thermal pad should hold the base plate in place. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. How? Hang on. Here's our thermal pads. Okay, so small one goes across these two, big ones go across these three. Okay, not like that. Were they just sent attached to the cardboard? Is that what I'm to understand here? Huh. Oh, okay, maybe there is a bit of plastic here. Grab that. Okay. I see, plastic and a bit of double-sided tape. I'm with you. Never really handled anything like this before. What's the right way to do this? Nope. One started coming off with him. Oh, okay, that's satisfying. Okay, that worked. So, take our wee lad here. And I want to readjust that. Just want to make sure the whole thing is covered. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Good to me, anyway. There's like, is that a very tiny hair? A very tiny hair. Okay. I'm glad I keep a set of tweezers on my desk at all times. Man, I can't believe I'm like practically headbutting the headset, practically headbutting the camera, but you guys can't see that. Hello. Yeah. Anyway. Let's grab the last one. Alright. VRM. Our little lad in the center. How do you go back on now? Hang on. This step is new to me. Maybe I should double check the instructions before I do anything else. Fine, do not install the vehicle. Make sure to remove plastic on both sides and place baseplate back on the PCB. Okay, yeah, doesn't say anything else other than that. So I'm gonna try and just get it neatly lined up. Yeah, okay, that looks right. That looks perfect. Right. Got some marks or something. I'm just gonna down a little bit of the plate. This shouldn't actually make any difference. But hey, from being... If you've gotten this far, you're probably a pretty pedantic person. Doing some things I've been doing. You're probably not a pedantic person, actually. Okay, yeah. She's good. Now, where to next? Baseplate thermal pad mod. Aha! I recognize this step. So, here's where we grab our other set of thermal pads, and we're going to cover up these. Does anyone know what these are, actually? R32, 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 R33. Power delivery of some kind? Oh, hang on, it'll probably say it here. Apply the narrow thermal pad to the area marked in the image. Wow, okay, that does not explain anything. Fancy things, because that was the VRAM. So what are you? Worth looking it up. I had something to look it up handy on. Oh heck. Oh, double heck. There we go. The plastic of the bag and the contents of the bag were stuck to one another. Let's just pull the thing up. There we go. Same as last time. Let's figure out where our double-sided tape is. Oh, come on. Those are inductors. Ah, okay, thank you very much. Blur, are you by any chance an electrical engineer, or are you just a enthusiast? The background in computer science, but I'm fairly out of practice. That'll do. Well, I hate double-sided tape. Passion. Shouldn't. Double-sided tape is quite useful. I think going forward, for the literal one thermal pad that's left, I think I will be just pulling it off the cardboard. This is sticky. Oh no. I appear to have stretched my thermal pad. Oh, we'll find out what happens. Right, that is way over the line. Over what? I want these to not stick out. I think there is something in here that says don't have that sticking out. Yep, I'm literally reading that part now. So, apply narrow thermal pad. Remove plastic one side and place thermal area outline. Finally, remove the plastic. Make sure the thermal pad does not extend beyond the edges of the base plate. We can hold it. I really just like building PCs. Ah, same as myself then. This was actually... Yesterday's stream was actually my first PC build for myself. Built PCs before, but I've only helped friends with their ones. Like Quinoale actually. I helped her building her PC. It was good crack. You might wonder what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just patting it down so it sits gently inside. It's a little wonky. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. This is not the part that's going to make or break the whole thing. This is not the problem part. Okay. After adding the thermal pad, reconnect the fan connector to the PCB, reconnect the LED connector, then carefully place the heatsink back on the GPU. Carefully turn the card on again, take care when holding the heatsink as the fins may be sharp. Reverse step 2 by refastening the 4 springs. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. So heck. These wires are not long enough for this part to be easy. Bring to the center of the screen. See what I'm doing. Oh man. Okay. Fans, I think, connected. And we gotta, without fully placing it back on, don't you dare. Okay. think I know there's one more I do need to connect, but that can honestly wait a couple minutes. Okay, yeah. Where was... Where was... There we go. Okay. In a dangerous game here. Still have yet to reconnect one of the headers. But to be honest, if I was left without lights on this GPU, it wouldn't actually be that much of a difference, because lights are not programmable. They honestly kind of stick out against the backdrop. I'm gonna put these down as I go. Anyone? I played. Oh, that's the new mobile game. I honestly didn't even hear it was out until people were already playing it. I think I literally heard it from a commenter on another Twitch stream. Not the streamer, a Twitch chat. Someone in Twitch chat on another stream. So yeah, safe to say I have not played it. What is it? As I understand it, you like build a team of trainers? Or something? You're not actually collecting Pokemon, but you're collecting like prominent figures from the games. Like the previous Elite Fours and such. Okay. Not sure how much pressure I should be putting on these. I think the answer is no more than a hand would allow. A hand would comfortably allow without getting creative. So, token, this should be good, and I think I did that. I think I did that mostly correct, because I did these two, then I did these two, and then I. So it should be good. Oh man, I should have measured my thermals before I did any of this, to be honest. But I wanted to get this over and done with more than anything. Well, I shouldn't say over and done with. I wanted to get it completed so I could start set up my PC proper. Okay. I didn't turn on reconnect. Oh, there is an important step I should have checked before we did anything more. Ah, here we go. Okay. There's the thermal pad I just installed. And the other end of it. Neither bit is sticking out. It doesn't. You want it to not stick out over the side. I don't know how much of a difference that would actually make. I'm kind of questioning whether that would actually make any difference at all, rather than just looking a little ugly. It does not extend beyond the edges of the base plate. It does not indeed. Downpad, reconnect. Oh! Reconnect! Right. We gotta get this back into its slot, so hopefully I can do that. This was the hardest one to get out, so I'm guessing that means it's gonna be the hardest one to get back in. The harder one to get back in. Hey, alright. Never mind. That's gonna go... Oh, no, I still need to apply pressure. I still need to get it down, but it is in place at least. Gotcha. Okay. You down all the way? I think you're down all the way. Well, I'll know very well when I start her up. No. First time fastness force moves and any remaining crews depending on your graphics card model. Okay, I need to refer back to that. So yeah, we're basically done the main portion of this. That was like literally that one bit, that last thermal pad we applied here was the guts of what the thermal mod was. Right. Jumping back a couple steps. Got 5 screws to put back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all the holes lined up. I gotta say, this has gone a lot smoother. I mean, I still need to boot it up and see if it works, so we gotta still got that drama to unfold. Good. Perhaps I should be keeping a hand on this. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh Lord. Watching this is relaxing. It's actually pretty nerve-wracking for me, Ali. Play the old-style single-player Pokemon game was for touchscreen on mobile or card game on mobile, but phone is way too harsh on the device. Doesn't even make sense. Gym leaders late for everyone has one Pokemon. Huh. You can, I think the Pokemon games you can actually get, you can emulate the older Pokemon games on modern phones, I think. Yeah, Pokemon Go lacking the battling thing. Pokemon Go just doesn't really feel like it has much gameplay to it, to be honest. Does it do anything to have a gym domination? Funnily enough, in Pokemon Go, you actually only want to have your Pokemon on a gym for like a certain amount of time. You don't want them permanently stuck on it, I don't think, because that's actually, I think that's worse. Hang on, that was our 5 screws there. I think. Yeah. Okay. So if we had the quote-unquote black edition, we would be done now. We do not have the black edition. We got one more step. Well, a couple more steps maybe. I played thermal pad place. Black plate removed in step 1 on its back. Remove and discard the outlined rubber standoffs. Oh my god. Gosh. What are these made out of? I need to take out a couple pieces of rubber, but they are not... Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotta get rid of these. So as I understand it, this next part is probably not actually that necessary at all. For the sake of completeness and saying I did my due diligence, I'm gonna do it anyway. Take off those 3 rubber standoffs. Apparently there's a little bit of glue over. See if I can scrape that off. Hey, buddy. I feel like there are some songs in my playlist that I haven't played at all. That saddens me. I feel like we're going back over old songs. Pretty sure YouTube's shuffle algorithm is not all that wonderful. Has there been any Persona 5? I don't think there's been any Persona 5. Tiny chunk of double-sided tape. This is why I hate double-sided tape. It always does this. Okay, gotcha. Okay. What is this backplate made out of? Not plastic, so it is solid. Let me just give it a quick spray. Hello. You okay? Going for dinner? I'm not anywhere near done. Well, I'm near done, but I'm not that near done. You bring me something back, maybe? Are you going like right now? Okay, but probably not. I probably won't be done in time. Okay. Sorry about that. Bust out the cartridge. Back in a bit. Alright, Cappy. Have good food. Okay, this is the big one. So, basically just gonna cover all of this in one big old thermal pad. Hopefully do so. I'm just gonna grab and pull this straight off. That. Seriously, screw this cardboard, man. Some good peel. Some good peel right there. Oh, yes. Right. Pretty much goes. Pretty much plump this bad boy straight down in the 2 screws. Maybe, hang on. I'm gonna give that one more shot. works. How do you go back on? Am I happy with this? You know what? I'm happy with it. There we go. I probably should have read this before I did this. I was just very confident I knew what I was doing. Finally remove the plastic cover from the other side of the pad. My plate should look like exactly what I did. And I did do exactly right? Yes, I did do exactly right. Cool. Before you reinstall, make sure you first reverse step 2. Now reverse step 1 by placing the backlight in the Alright. Which way did this go back on? Yes, because we basically... This is our... I think Burr said these were inductors. So that they are now... They're now through a thermal pad connected to the heatsink. And then from this side, they'll be connected to the back. They'll effectively be connected to the backlight. As I understand, that isn't actually all that important. Oh, wait. Oh. Hang on. I need to check. I think I might have put one screw back in the wrong place. Keep going. I did. This one here. This should not have gone there at all. It should have gone further down. Good thing I got that. Probably wouldn't have made much difference. Would have made a difference to how this backplate's gonna sit. Let's work our way outside in. Like I did the other bits. Heck. Heck. Right. The two diagonals sorted. Still worried about the thermal paste. I'm gonna be worried about it on the CPU and the GPU for ever. Here on out. Because I've never done them before. just noticed a crack. Crazy? Is that a crack? Alright, one more time around the outside, then I'll investigate what the heck I was just seeing. That's fine. Good. Do a little more. Yeah. That completes the Jesus. That completes the long overdue thermal mod. The EVGA GeForce GTX 1070. That was honestly a lot easier than I expected. Like the only thing I'm worried about is the paste on the GPU, but it's such an imprecise art. But yeah, that was it. That was so easy. That was way easier than yesterday. Jesus. It takes very little. It takes very little to get these things together, apart and back together, as it turns out. I guess there's one more thing I do need to do now, and that is I'm gonna plug this back into the system and make sure it works, because you know that's an important step. So I will leave you alone for just a moment. Oh, I gotta reinstall this. Trying to open my case, and apparently I closed it with more force than I can myself physically muster to reopen. What is this? How does a man? Oh, never mind. Wrong direction. I'm not sure if I can actually bring the camera down to show you anything I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, just go watch yesterday's video where I installed, at the point where I installed the graphics card. That's it. Okay. In. Gurr, are you still there by any chance? Gurr, I think Gurr was your name. Blur. I still have to figure out. There's something I'm still trying to figure out about PCIe power connector. Still not sure if I should be worried that it's not a true 8-pin connector. It's more like a 6-pin with a 2-pin adapter on it. Kind of funny looking. Looked it up yesterday, but I wasn't able to find out anything on it. Is that in? Okay, that's in. Alright. Well, only one thing left to do, and that's... Well, actually two things left to do. Hit the on button at the back of the PC, and then hit the on button on the front. Lights are on. Fans are spinning. Looking good so far. Oh. Now we've got display. camera mount. I think it needs to be retired. Oh yeah, this is flipped 180 degrees right now. We got display, so we are done. That was everything. Yeah, that was. This is where the camera sits, by the way. Pinned between two pieces of metal here. Let me show you. So see these two pieces of metal? This normally is where my microphone stand. Show you. Normally my microphone stand clips in there between them, and you just tighten the screw to attach it in here, and then it adjusts. I just took this out and pinned the camera between these two chunks of metal, and that worked as a camera mount for the past 2 days. The only weak point was actually the other parts of the stand when it fell off yesterday. But hey, let me... Yeah? Not a hiccup, not an error in sight by the looks of it. So yeah, I'm looking. I want to look at chat, but you guys are here right now. There you go. Congrats. Yeah, no, I'm surprised at how smoothly this went. This is the part I was more terrified about. Yesterday I thought was going to be easy, and the graphics card was going to be the iffy one. And as it turns out, no. Not even at all how it works. I'm going to actually take you on a quick tour of the computer itself. Wow. Got full-on RGB going at the moment. That's everything inside. We even got RGB cables, look at that. It's not how they're supposed to look, but sure. I'm pretty damn happy with it overall. Still gotta actually put in a couple screws over here, but don't worry about it. That's minor detail. Minor detail. Yeah, thanks for watching. Omega lol? What was it, Judo? I actually don't have anything else to do. I'm going to maybe... Oh hey, actually, you know what I can show you is... While we got our camera set up properly. I mean, I say set up properly, it's wiggling all over the gaff here. Here's my little fella. Yeah. I haven't actually had a chance to work on him since I last showed him off. I love building these things. Kind of similar to working on a computer, to be honest. Computer maybe on a bigger scale. Yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have a quick look and see who's on to raid. I might. Let's see, it's 5:30 now. If, and it's a very big if. If I can get everything set up proper. Lost. Sorry, lost. Lost of AC game. Literally just finished. Literally just plugged in the graphics card. Finished. If you really want, you can check out the VODs. Today and yesterday was building my new PC, and then today was tearing down the graphics card. I actually might do a Gundam building stream now that I've got this. Now that we got this thoroughly professional camera mount, I could actually do a Gundam building stream, no problem. And I might do that at some point. But for today, I don't think I'll be able to get back online in the next couple hours, because there's a lot to do with the computer. I still have to activate Windows. If I do manage to, I will be streaming a game of some kind. Warframe Isaac, Slay the Spire, something. I could even... Oh man, part of me really wants to play Daemon X Machina and Astral Chain as well, but... Oh, I don't know. I have to spend money. That's a big issue with those. I am but a poor boy with only part-time work. Thankfully a full-time girlfriend. So easy bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look and see who's on to host. I know where we're going. I know exactly where we're going. A good friend of the channel, an all-around swell dude, and actually a game dev, Zangetsushi, is doing his... I think he's celebrating, he hit 100 followers, and it's been a year of streaming since he got affiliate or something like that. He streams fairly regularly, but he's doing a big old 12-hour stream today for charity. He's doing it for the motor neuron disease. Hang on, I literally have a receipt because I was in a stream and I donated earlier today. He's doing a charity stream for Motor Neuron Disease Association. There you go. So we're gonna go and throw him some love and support his stream because obviously it's for a good cause, and it is not just me dicking around with a graphics card. But maybe I'll be back on later. If not, I'll try and get on tomorrow to make up for the short stream today. And if not, Tuesday is when I'm scheduled to go on. So it's been a pleasure to have you all. Hope you all have a wonderful evening ahead of you. And I will look at... I'm using a laptop here. And I will... Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all whenever. Drop a... Oh yeah, anyone new, drop follow or something like that. That stuff. Advertising, whatever. Let's go say hello to Ash, and have a good night.